I remember early in my sales career thinking that I was pretty good, until I realized I was barely scratching the surface. See, I knew the script, I followed the process, but I wasn't closing consistently. I'd get into conversations and I would trip over objections. I would miss buying signals from customers, and ultimately I was leaving money on the table. Then I discovered that sales mastery, it's not about knowing more, it's about building the skill at a deeper level. It's about moving through the 4 stages of competence until selling becomes second nature. And once I started focusing on this process, my close rates went up, my conversations, they became easier. And I stopped feeling like I had to sell. I was just guiding the prospect naturally towards the right decision for them. In the next few minutes, I'm gonna break down the 4 stages of mastering any skill, especially sales, and show you 3 powerful ways to get to that final stage faster. Step number 1 is to understand the 4 stages of mastery. Most people think that skill mastery is about practice, but practice alone isn't enough. You need to know where you are in the process so that you can focus on the right kind of improvement. There are 4 stages of skill mastery. First is unconscious incompetence. You don't know what you don't know. You're making mistakes, but you're unaware of them. This is where most rookies get stuck because they don't realize what they actually need to fix to improve. Next is conscious incompetence. Now you see the gaps. You realize you're making mistakes, but you're not sure how to fix them. This is where most people quit because the awareness of their weakness feels overwhelming. Next is conscious competence. You're starting to get it. It's starting to click. You know what to do, but you have to think through every step carefully. It works, but it feels mechanical and effortful. And finally is unconscious competence. This is where the magic happens. You're not thinking, you're just doing. The right questions, the right tonality, and handling of objections flow naturally because the skill is deeply ingrained. Most salespeople bounce between stage 2 and stage 3 for years because they don't know how to push through to stage 4. Let me show you how to shortcut that process. And that's step number 2. That's teach what you've learned to someone else. You've heard the phrase, if you want to master something, then teach it. And there's a reason for that. Teaching, it forces your brain to reprocess the information at a much deeper level. When you try to explain a concept to someone else, you uncover gaps in your own understanding. And that is where real growth happens. You don't have to become a guru. Just take one concept, like handling objections or framing value, and teach it to a friend, a team member, or even record yourself explaining it. If you can teach it clearly, that means you've internalized it. If you struggle to explain it, then that's your sign that you need to continue to sharpen that area. I started doing this personally in my career, and it was a game changer. Suddenly concepts that I knew intellectually actually started clicking at a deeper level. It's one of the fastest ways that you can lock in on a skill. Step number 3 is to deliberately practice discomfort. Most salespeople practice what they're already good at, and that's why they stay stuck. High performers, they focus on their weaknesses. This is what we call deliberate practice. Identifying the areas where you struggle and then working on them until they become your strengths. If you struggle with your tonality, spend a week focusing on your vocal inflection. If you freeze up when you're handling objections, run through mock objections with a partner until it starts to feel natural. If you struggle asking for the sale, practice closing techniques over and over and over until it becomes second nature. Target your weak spots, and I promise you'll accelerate your progress fast. Step number 4 is to break it down into micro goals. Mastering sales can feel overwhelming because there's so much to learn. The key is to break it down into micro goals, small, targeted wins that help create and build momentum. Instead of focusing on becoming a better closer, try this. Today, focus on asking one better discovery question. And then tomorrow, work on perfecting your tone during your close. And then the next day, practice responding to the most common objection that you hear. These micro goals give you quick wins and build your confidence. And over time, the wins stack. And suddenly, sales conversations feel smooth and effortless. That's how you go from conscious competence to unconscious competence. If this video helped you, drop a comment below and let me know which stage of mastery you're in right now. And if you want to keep getting proven strategies to help you level up your sales game, hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Let's turn conscious competence into unconscious success.